really doing? The answer's becoming clearer. And how are things between us?
I don't even want to ask.
Submitting just seems so impossible as task. It's been said that my life is found in losing it in you, but something's not connecting. Am I blind to realize the truth? But I'm still holding on. Do I struggle to believe that you're worth the risk, the truth that can set me free?
Welcome to the Legacy Builders Podcast. I'm Henry Ardarkis, and I'm excited that you're with me today. Here we focus on our God-given purpose and legacy. This is an intimate setting where we address the hard conversations of everyday life from a spiritual perspective. What's good, you all? I'm so excited. I'm glad that you're with me today. This is my platform, the informational podcast, to be able to talk about the things that I believe should be talked about at home as well as in the church. And one of those things is today that I want to talk about is being intentional, proactive in every area. That's right. Be intentional, proactive in every area. We want to look at what the reality of life would look like if we confronted the issues. Getting more into detail, talking about the difference between doing an overview and actually focusing on these different items. And with that, there's three takeaways that I want to be able to bring to your attention. The first things first, in order to be intentional, proactive in every area, is the fact that we first have to own it. Yes, take responsibility of our actions. That starts with us being honest with ourselves, where we're currently at. Come out of that denial stage, because we have a real tendency to stay there. Just being transparent with you, being true with you here. But with these areas, what areas are you talking about, Henry? I'm talking about the spiritual walk, the personal life, the professional career. These are three different areas that we have to focus on a consistent basis. And being honest with ourselves, we have to, in order to get to the next level, we have to be able to see where we are currently and what we have to work on. And this is where we'll break down, this is where we want to talk about what is the difference between an overview, making an assessment, versus to the focus. See, with the overview, we're basically looking at everything as a whole. Okay, we're picking through our spiritual, our personal, and our professional, and we're looking through all these areas as a whole and see what is the biggest issue or what do we want to strengthen on. But then when we actually start to focus, now this is something that every day that we wake up, that God blesses us to see, then we're also now looking at specific areas. So if it's your prayer life, then we're hitting hard in our spiritual walk. We're going to focus on that part of our spiritual walk. If we want to work on our relationships, which I firmly believe is one of the hardest areas to be able to work on, then we're now talking about stepping into that personal life that we're working on. So these are just some prime examples. This is again an informational podcast to challenge us. Yes, challenge us, because as I'm talking to you and giving the tips to you, I'm also taking it in and it hits me first. But yes, we first have to own it. That's the first takeaway. The other thing is we have to maximize the time. We do that by finding our peace. That peace of mind is the healthy, balanced life. The healthy, balanced life being able to understand what needs to take place, or what can I be able to do with the time that I have to be able to make this better for my life, because everybody's lives are individually different. So this is what I like to call, or this is what I hear a lot about, control the controllable. That's your attitude towards the situation. Let's first change this mindset. Let's renew it, right? When we renew our mind and make things better, we're getting away from our past. and we're thinking like Jesus. We're moving forward. Now, when we change our attitude, now we're going to do what we can at the best of our ability with the time. Because here's the reality of it. With time, there's no way possible we can get everything done in the time frame that we desire. It's just way too many details, and it's a lot of work, right? So this is why we have to find our peace. That is that healthy, balanced life. That's all that is. Because having a healthy balance of life is being able to, what takes priority, and what can I do to be able to make this situation or this area of my life the best. We're talking about, again, being intentional, proactive in every area. Now, here's the third takeaway about being intentional. Once you have come to that place to understand where you are and that you have made progress, now it's time to pay it forward. Yes, it's time to go share that same information, your knowledge, your wisdom, and go grab somebody who's either getting ready to go through it, or who needs it, or somebody who is in the position that they just want better for themselves. It's nothing wrong with that, but you have that ability to be able to help them. So this is why you have to be able to understand that, guess what? You're here to serve a purpose in life and to leave your imprint. This is the reason why Legacy Builders is here. Yes, the Legacy Builders podcast is my platform. This gives me the opportunity to not only give back to men and women, but especially to men like myself, husband and father. See, I used to be that kid, but the cycle of life said, I'm a grown man now. So I'm on that grown man status. So I am now in the position to be able to give back to other men. Doesn't matter what your age is or what your background, what your status is. But listen, be intentional, be proactive in every area. I have to go. My time is up. But before I go, I want you to like and I want you to share. If this information has been helpful to you, if this has addressed anything in your life and has challenged you, I would like for you to like, and I would like for you to share. And my time is up again, but always remember, everybody leaves a legacy. What will your legacy be? Until the next video.
Familiar faces leading me to dangerous places versus downward spiral. Will I make it, or am I destined to repeat the mistakes of the past? Chasing the wind, but it never lasts. Heavenly Father, why do I wrestle? Why have I not overcome? Am I not working hard enough?